Rebecca, I'm back again. I realized I just did this video half an hour ago about what's going on in the church, what the heck happened, and I explained my theory. And I realized I kind of left out a really, really important point. I talked about how Jesus told Peter, this is my church, the gates of hell will not prevail against it. In order to fight gates, you have to go to the gates because gates don't move. And the gates of hell would be the heart of empire, which was Rome, which is exactly what the church did. Now, of course, we know that empire swallowed up the church at this point. And people will say, oh, this is where it went wrong and yada, yada, yada. I often joke with people that I'm a traditional Christian, not like these new fangled post-Constantinian Christians we have these days. But it's inevitable. There was no way that the church, that this movement was going to be able to not just like spread and grow, but to persist over time. First of all, and second of all, just the nature of empire. I mean, we're told that this earthly realm is basically under the domain of the enemy, the domain of darkness, the domain of, where the enemy prowls about to and fro like a lion. So like that, whatever God was going to do was going to have to either avoid that and then get big enough that it could defeat that, which I'm not even sure is how God does things, frankly. That's just, we're looking at right now, like look at what we're dealing with and how challenging this is, even with all of our modern tools, even with being able to organize, even with this huge history of a faith that clearly teaches us not to behave in these ways. We're still dealing with struggling to overcome, right? So I believe that it was inevitable that whatever movement, the church that Jesus left behind, would eventually be swallowed up by empire. And basically that God was like, okay, so how do we do that? How do we use that? And therefore, I believe that in the end, the institutional church is really serving as a tool to concentrate the forces of the empire inside it and to separate that out from the rest. So there you go. Go back and listen to the last video I made. It was like 10 minutes long. But that was kind of the heart of the whole issue and I missed it. And now I didn't. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.